Yesterday I was playing with my battle coins in the shop and guess what guys, I got two tanks that I wanted so much, but I had to spend 50 rounds on the refresh stock in order to gather that offer of 5k. Then I had to play for roughly 2.5 hours, 3 hours perhaps, to buy the offer and then to buy the tanks and then to do another 60 rounds to get the tank that I really wanted to buy. Even though I had offers like some tanks, the premium ones as the MBTs, Degman for instance. I don't have the tank, but I'm not so hyped about him, so if I'm gonna get him in a crate, it's gonna be fine. But today I will speak about the one and only tank that I missed. It's not this one, it's not this one, but it's this one. The Bradley aaws-h. Very interesting tank. The chassis is on the Bradley, the non-premium one. But this one has some ATGMs, which are hypersonic kinetic anti-tank guided missiles. The further the distance the target, the more penetration you get and a slightly damage increased. So I'm gonna go ahead in a battle and we're gonna see how the match it is with this. So here we are on this map, Dire Wolf. We have a C90 MK4, a Marder 2, a Merkava FreeBoss and a Stingray 2. I'm gonna try to play as defensive as possible. Whoa, this is a big difference. Yeah, it seems on the chassis of Bradley, but it's a bit slow with acceleration, but it's not a problem with this tank. It shouldn't be first line. Problem it is, as I see, it's the turret. It doesn't turns a lot. If only I can, well, whatever. I need to stay far away with this tank, but how can I stay far away when you have a lot of predators around you? That takes everything. No effect on that. Now it has. There we go. So what I liked at this tank it is that it came in the game during, if I'm not mistaken, American Dream. It has this design and this sort of weapon that comes out of the chassis and points out. And then it came also with Mephisto, you know, and it came much more interesting having these tanks in the game. But this was one of those tanks that I missed. I missed because I couldn't do the missions, and back then I had like no tanks, honestly. Took me quite a while because I was playing with a lot of tanks. I wasn't able to get the tank, the Bradley, to do the missions, like some insane damage in 3 seconds or something like this. And plus I was quite new with the battle path and I had no idea how it worked. But it's still fine. Let's get into the position. This is a good map for this tank, if the targets are far away. And I'm gonna stay as far as possible because I don't have any machine guns, or it's just ATGMs, and these ATGMs they have, well, a small chance of triggering fire, as you saw with that tank. What was the Leopard perhaps? Let's see this Merkava. There you go. That's much easier. Yo, man, I really like this tank. Like, the first time I played with him and test drive him, it was insane. I really liked it. I don't know if it's been nerfed after a few months or years, but I really like the tank. And the design, the weapons and so on. It's really interesting. However, the camo rating, it isn't one of the best ones. It loses the camo very fast. It's a big downside, so you need a good commander for this one, and retrofits. Targeting is pretty nice. You can put some ATGM guidance to have a bit of more, like, you know, advanced, because the tank has no rotating turret, as you see. It's just a small angle. like 25 degrees, 30 degrees and so on. But it reloads fast, man. It reloads in a decent amount of time. And if you put retrofits, perhaps you're gonna reload in 20 seconds, 19, 18, perhaps also with a better commander. I'm paying attention also behind me, because sometimes some bot spawns behind. Yeah, I have one behind me, that's why. I'm paying attention at the camo when I'm sitting in the bush and outside. Man, I like the sound of these ATGMs. Reminds me of MGM, the tier 10. Straight sit in this position, even though I know that the team is gonna go and hunt them down. No pen in the Bradley, always is no pen in the Bradley. Also with high calibers, it's always a big issue with the Bradley. This seems is the hammer of Odin. With that freaking armor and so on. Yeah, well, you can't do so much. You have a CV90 MK4 which has ATGMs and a good machine gun, and you have also a Marder 2 which takes everything. A Stingray that reloads very fast, and America that has a good clip. So this is a very good team to put it out by guns and so on. So it can do a lot of damage. Perhaps if I go a bit closer so I can... Oh, and the CV90 has mortars. Interesting. Let's go with this striker. That's perhaps we will be able to do some damage. And this Leclerc. There we go, man. That's nice. 16k damage in the first match. It's decent. So it was a victory for us. Not bad for the first match with this tank. I think that it can do a lot of more damage. If it had, let's say, some upgrades in order to, I don't know, do more damage and so on. So I'm gonna go with preventive cannon maintenance or prevent maintenance, and then probably sting like a bee to control, you know. Now I'm gonna go with the second tank. This is the Scorpion Castet, or the FE101. What I really like of this tank is that he's a mini Terminator. Basically it has some really good ATGMs and a really good machine gun, which is fairly fine. The profile of the tank is very small. Let's see how this small thing can do and what it can be done with him. A small OP tank, a small Terminator, or a BMP. Yeah, a small Ramka. This is something like a small Ramka. So we are on Basilisk. We have a BMD4 experienced expeditionary tank, a C13-2 and a LOV 600. The team is fairly decent, quite no MBTs, a lot of easy to pen tanks. 15.61 seconds reload time without any retrofits. Man, this is a really interesting tank. We spotted a tank. Whoa, so the ATGMs are quite slow, man. It has a good camo, but no idea why I'm getting spotted. That's a really good shot. It's a really good damage. Man, it's so slow. The ATGM are so slow. I missed one. Shit, whatever. But the machine gun, I like it. Woohoo! I like this one, man. It's fun. Well, I missed that one. My mistake. Man, this tank is fun, man. In close combat, I think it's gonna do a lot of damage if I play more aggressive. But I have to still get in hand with the tank by, you know, playing a lot more with the ATGMs. What the heck did I hit there? That's nice. Let's go to this one. There we go, man. Well, I don't know why these guys didn't took the secondary. The time is ticking and not so many are doing this, man. See? Man, I really like this gun of this tank. I think I'm gonna do a lot of missions with this small dude from now on when it comes to some, I don't know, AFV missions, tier 6, free 6 or something like this. Has a really good gun, man. It can do a lot of damage. And it's also small. It can hide behind some tanks. And versus some tanks, it cannot survive so much, can do so much penetration, or it cannot do a penetration. Until you're gonna kill that tank, I'm gonna get it. Playing kinda stupid, I know, man. He has the ATGMs and he still sits there over aiming, I don't know what. Whatever. Now you're looking at me and I'm looking at you. Oh man, why did it turn out? Freaking annoying. Oh man, I missed the other one. Oh man, I barely survived there. I pushed myself too much. Reloading. Missed. Haha. But one is still alive there. It still comes now. Nice. Lift. See why I was talking about his size. It helps a lot when the tank is quite small in profile, especially this one. No ATGMs. Come on, man, kill him. He's looking at me. So it was also a very decent match. Dudes, tell me what you think about Scorpion Castet. Do you have the tank? Do you really want to have it? Do you enjoy playing with him? Do you need to see some buffs? What do you think about this tank? And also, Do you think that it needs an improvement, a buff, or a debuff? Needs more armor? Probably needs some infantry, who knows? What do you think, guys? Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.